It's the National Football League on EA Sports. And if it's in the game, it's in the game. It's the Los Angeles Rams and the Houston Texans. And it's coming up next on Madden NFL 25.
It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis on hand. Kickoff just moments away. Charles, quickly, keys to the game.
For me, it's coaching. Who prepared his team the best going into this one to give them the confidence to believe that they would win the game? That's who's going to come out of this one on top.
And we are underway from NRG Stadium in Houston. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. Now after the play, it looks like there's a Texan here slow to get up. Well, hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. Motion left, Cup. Stafford going to throw from the outset. Oh, the first play of the game going to be intercepted. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. So the ball changing hands on the interception, but meanwhile here we do have an injury on the play. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. A big one there for the Texans, 18 yards. Zero hesitation that time. That was get ball, throw ball.
Yeah, it turned into a smoke route. If you see the coverage off the receiver, doesn't matter whether you call it a run or not. Just take the ball, get it out to him.
Quick throw to Collins. That'll go for a gain of 7, and it's 2nd down. If you're these receivers, you got to be ready because when he's going to throw it quick on that RPO, he's going to throw it quick.
And this is why you spend time with your guy either in the offseason, during the week, the whole bundle. Because sometimes it's just telepathy. You both see the same thing, and he knows get the ball to him right away.
And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Stroud to throw it. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. That's good for a 1st down, his 2nd catch of the opening drive. Mixon, not going anywhere. He'll lose a couple back to the 6. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
I think we got to give it up for him right there. That's a heck of an athletic move for a big man right in the middle of the line. How about the play he makes there? nowhere to run, and he finishes that one off for a loss.
2nd and goal from the 6 this time. Another try for Mixon, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
We all know how much running backs love getting the ball down near the goal line. They think they're going to find a way into the end zone. He hasn't had that kind of luck so far. Ends up not getting in on the last 2 carries. You know he's going to be upset about a missed opportunity.
3rd and goal, Stroud. Steps away, and he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. Not what you wanted there. It goes as a sack and a loss of a yard. And not only that, now it's 4th and goal.
One of the fastest risers in the draft process last year. Every time you watched him on tape, you liked him more and more. Explosive interior quickness, has a physical presence, and loves to play the game.
Now a former kicker at nearby UCLA, Kaimi Fairbairn for the field goal try. From the left hash, a chip shot here. The kick by Fairbairn is good. Well, I don't know if they would have gone for it on 4th and goal anyway, but the sack on 3rd down pretty much made their mind up for them.
You're exactly right about that, and this is a tough place on the field to take a sack because, as you just noted, it took the decision-making away from them. Now they have to go for a field goal instead of potentially going for it.
Fairbairn now following the made field goal. He'll send this one away. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. So the Rams coming back onto the field, their 2nd drive of the game. And they'll be looking to make amends for that first drive, which came to a rather abrupt ending.
Certainly did, and I remember going back to my notes before this game, and a lot of times when I scout a guy, I have a little section about how does he handle adversity. And in this case, a big check mark. He may have thrown the first interception, but I don't think he's going to throw very many more.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. With these run-pass options, we often talk about a good quarterback and running back. Well, having a talented wide receiver helps also.
Yeah, even coming in 3rd in the discussion, sometimes that means he really should be first because all you want to do is get the ball in their hands and let them make the big plays downfield.
A first run now for Kyron Williams. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, and now they go from 2nd and 2 to a tough 3rd and 4.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on 2nd down and short. What I like to see?
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
No, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. That is caught, and he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. That's a gain of 13, 1st down Rams.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the 1st down. And that's what he just did.
Motion left, Kupp. Now Stafford. He'll get this one to Kupp, complete. They showed off a nice juke of the defender before the next wave could bring him down.
They sure put the coverage guys in a stress on that one. They thought they were going deep. Ends up curling inside for a nice chunk of yardage.
Still a few inches short of a 1st down as they come up now on 2nd down. They'll motion the tight end across the formation. Out of the gun, Stafford. He'll get that complete to Parkinson. And he's going to be taken down with another 1st down as the stop's made at the Texans' 34-yard line. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Out of the pistol, here's Williams. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
That run right there was an offensive line coach's dream, wasn't it? Guys picked up all of their assignments, created a nice gap for the running back to get through, pick up 7 yards. Yeah, he's probably chortling on the headset right now saying, we got it going, boys. Let's keep it going.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. A quick throw caught by Kupp out wide. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. That puts him in excellent position, 1st and goal after a gain of 19.
And let's face it, that what we just saw there, not a surprise, is it? I mean, this is what he does well. And if you don't tackle him as soon as he catches the ball, this is the end result. Big yardage afterwards.
Got the speed, the agility, so good with run after catch. And we're only in the first quarter, so they better get a wrangle and a hold on that quickly.
Yeah, you're exactly right. And what's really difficult to try and defend him is if you want to press him so that you get him on the ground quickly after the catch, a lot of times he'll just run past you at the initial point of contact, and he'll go deep.
They'll try and run. This is Williams. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play.
The yards may start getting a little tougher to come by down here near the goal line. That's good work defensively there on 1st down, holding them to a short gain.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll motion out one of the tight ends. Williams will try again. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3.
That run didn't get very far, and I think when you're looking at his dimensions, he's a little bit on the smaller side. He's counting on the big guys up front to escort him in, and they couldn't create any kind of space for him, could they?
Yeah, didn't get the push they needed. 3rd down and goal now, and this Houston defense not backing down. They'll look for one more stop. Throwing is Stafford. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Anytime they think they've got him open beyond the markers, you know they're going to throw it his way. And that's not going to change even after that incompletion was forced.
So on 4th down, Sean McVay going to send out the field goal unit. This a chip shot, a 20-yarder. And his kick is good. So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
Field goals all we've had so far. 3-3 now as the kick is away. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. So now we get set to see Houston for their 2nd drive of the ball game. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. Back to throw. Here's Stroud. Over the middle, he gets it to Collins. Yeah, this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
And his play caller does a nice job of giving him an easy throw to start this drive, and he takes advantage of it. The completion sets up a manageable 2nd down.
2nd down and a yard. Here's Stroud. They'll set up the screen here to mix him. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
It'll be a gain of just a yard, and it'll be second down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
From the 48-yard line, here's the 2nd and 9. Diggs going in motion right. Stroud off the play fake. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it? The guy who missed his block and let his quarterback get hit.
So danger averted for the moment, but now here's a 3rd and long. Stroud out of the gun here. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. And the Rams are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50.
And I think this is a situation where quarterback coach in the sideline is going to talk to a signal caller and say, listen, it's 3rd and long, and it's still early in the game. Let's not force things here. If we don't feel good about it, let's just check something down and punt the football.
And the LA offense ready for this next possession. They'll have good field position at midfield following the turnover as they start with a first down here. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line. From the gun, it's a run for Williams. Danico Autry is in on the stop.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
2nd and 9. To throw is Stafford. It's caught on the right side, Williams. And he is going to lose yardage here. A yard in the wrong direction makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9. Heck of a play there to get to him quickly and get him down for a loss.
I think they did a really nice job getting ready for this game, scouting, watching film, and understanding defensively what the play design was.
They'll send the big tight end in motion right. Now a play fake, and it's Stafford. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. That was Will Anderson getting home and finishing the play.
And the reigning defensive rookie of the year made an immediate impact a season ago, and that continues here with another sack. Just 1 year ago, 7 sacks, 10 tackles for loss in just 15 games played.
So on 4th down, on is Ethan Evans to punt for the Rams. Desmond King deep for Houston. And he'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. Houston's offense taking over again. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
They'll start out here with a jet sweep, and that is not fooling anyone. He never had a chance to turn the corner there, and they'll go backwards right away. Well, I think the hope is, with a touch pass like that maybe you catch the defense off guard, but they were all over that one.
And it is the kind of play that works better against certain defenses, and this clearly was the wrong one to run into. Really nice job getting him down behind the line of scrimmage.
Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. Third down.
After watching him drop that slant, I can hear my old coach's voice ringing in my ears right now. You can't run with the ball until you catch it. Trying to get those rack yards before he secured it.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Now Stroud. A throw out wide, going to be incomplete.
And a smart play there. He's probably saying, I wish I would have done that on the last drive instead of throwing the interception.
Here's Tommy Townsend on to punt. Back deep for the Rams is Tutu Atwell. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. Stafford and the Rams come up 1st and 10 at their own 26. They'll send a receiver in motion left. They'll fake the give. Now Stafford. And incomplete. A drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Everything looked right on that play except the conclusion. He dropped it. An in route going into a little bit of traffic. Maybe in the back of his mind he was wondering where the hit was going to come from.
Here's 2nd and 10. They'll bring the tight end in motion right here. Now Stafford. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Play action. Stafford. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. A 47-yard punt, maybe a couple on the return. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. And the Texans set to come onto the field. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done.
Mixon hit, and the ball is out. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble.
All I can say about this play is that someone's living right. I mean, he's trying to gain yardage, trying to get upfield. Ball comes free. What's that panic that we've talked about oftentimes that you feel when you lose the ball?
You can sense it.
Oh, you can sense it, and somehow he got to it and was able to recover it for his squad.
And Stroud now to throw. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Stroud sets up the play action. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's finally taken down, and it's a big gain there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. Ready for the second quarter from Houston. It's the Texans in possession of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Inside handoff to Mixon. To the 36-yard line. Stop there.
I think if we put together a job description for a middle linebacker, we would start with being able to hold down things in the middle of the line of scrimmage and be able to take on blockers. But how about the guys who can go sideline to sideline and make plays?
Love a guy that can do that. We saw a perfect example of it right there. Back to Mixon on 2nd down. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
The Texans on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. Stroud looking to throw. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he is going to have a Texans 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the 1st down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
Yeah, they're right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. In motion left here, one of their tight ends. A shotgun snap to Stroud. A short one going to be taken in here by Schultz. And that's good for a gain of 6, and it's 2nd down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
2nd down and 4. Play action. Here's Stroud. Throw right side, taken in by Collins. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Starting to rack up the yardage here in this first half. 5 catches now and a 1st down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
A kicker fest so far, all points via field goals. They're hoping to change that right here. They'll give it to Mixon. And a little bit of space there, takes it inside the 5 to the 3. Give him 4 on the carry there at 2nd and goal.
It's largely been the air attack that's gotten them down here, but now is where you start to lean on that running game. That's a good pickup there on 1st and goal.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Mixon again. And he's not going too far. In fact, stopped dead in his tracks at the 3. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4 down territory.
And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. C.J. Stroud. A 3-yard run as he kept it himself. And the Texans have taken the lead.
Well, I'd have to say that for him, that was an all-encompassing drive because it was his arm that got his team down to that point, but his legs that finished the deal. Give him credit for making it happen.
Kaimi Fairbairn on for the extra point. And it is up. And it's good. That'll make our score 10-3 now. A pretty long drive that time. 11 plays all told. And it was C.J. Stroud who finished off that drive with a touchdown run. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Rams ready to go on offense. Just a lone field goal for them so far, trailing 10-3 as they come up 1st and 10. Now it's Stafford. Screenplay set up for Williams. A good first down call as the screenplay gets him 9.
And a really nice play call there to start the drive, especially if you're a team that has a little bit of a reputation for throwing it downfield. You come out and you think maybe you can catch them off guard a little bit, and they did. Little screen pass, backdoored them, and that time worked well for a solid gain.
Offensive line wasn't set. There's the flag, and 5 yards back they go.
Quarterback has to look around and make sure that his team is ready to go. Sometimes the quarterbacks go faster than is necessary.
A bad false start penalty there. Now 2nd and 6. Off of play action. Here's Stafford. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
Stafford. That is caught, and he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
They'll fake it. Now Stafford. Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
2nd and 10. They'll bring the tight end in motion right. Back to throw, Stafford. That's caught, Puka Nacua. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 28. 17 yards is the pickup there for number 17.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo.
A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Stafford now to throw. Over the middle, that's hauled in by Cup. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down at will. Here's Stafford. This one swung out to Williams. And able to get this down inside the 15 to either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and that's going to bring up second down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
They'll run out of the gun here. Williams able to fight through one tackle. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
The offense on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. Throwing is Stafford. Open man, Higbee, the tight end. So he stopped for no gain. And it'll be 4th down.
Excuse my snarkiness here, but isn't the idea of completing a pass supposed to mean you get downfield and gain yards?
Especially on 3rd down.
Yeah, that one. How about the defense? Figured that one out in a big way. Yeah, they completed it all right and lost yardage.
And this one is right through. And that'll bring them back within 4. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The Rams kickoff team on the field, and here we go with the ball in the air. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. And here comes the Texans now. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
An option handoff here to Mixon. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here, 3rd and 5.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Here's Stroud. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick, and he will bring it back. It's an interception return for a Rams touchdown. An excellent play there, CD, on the pick six, and I think were they a nickel? Did they have an extra DB out there?
Yeah, Brandon, I think they were in standard nickel, not the Buffalo, as teams like to call it, meaning 3 safeties for big nickel. They just wanted to take away the quarterback's throwing lanes, and that's exactly what they did and came through with a big-time pick six.
Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. And this one's right there, and that pushes the lead to 13-10. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Well, now how about this return? And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36. And the football going back over now to the Houston Texans. And remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
And sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. This drive starting off on the right foot. 18 yards. Boy, an effective play there, getting their wideouts involved in the run game.
And what they're always hoping on that type of a play, that they can get to the end of the line and have a chance to turn it upfield as he did there. That means they controlled the blocking and took care of the defensive end or the outside linebacker to give him that lane.
And I guess I need to clarify, I said getting their wideouts involved in the run game, but of course that was actually a pass as he popped it forward. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and that'll make it second down.
Many teams, as soon as they spot man defense, if they haven't called a hitch, they'll get to it as fast as they can. They want to put the ball in the hands of one of their best playmakers and hope that he can break a tackle on the outside and go for big yardage.
Mixing up the middle. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
And they'll go play action here with Stroud. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams 16. That's a 3rd down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play.
Well, a lot of times when you get a manageable 3rd down situation like this, you have to think about your tight end, and he comes through for him, picking up the first down.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Stroud out of the gun here. And that'll be incomplete.
I know tight ends love this route because a lot of times they'll fake a block first and get a little bit of space and then come across the middle because in their mind, they're thinking catch the ball and then drop the hammer on the little guys in the secondary.
Unable to drop the hammer, he just dropped the pass. Throwing now is Stroud. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by John Johnson. And the Rams are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
Well, Brandon, as they say in popular culture, this one's going to leave a mark because they can see the end zone, but it'll stay out of reach because of their error. All their offensive teammates have to give the quarterback right now, offer a little bit of encouragement because what's done is done. Let's get them next time out.
The Rams offense now, they get set and head back onto the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
And he is going to lose yardage here. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Well, that play never really got off the launching pad. He had a linebacker in his face before he had a chance to do much of anything.
Yeah, I think it's big boys up front, that offensive line. They've got to do a little bit better job of protecting him if they're going to continue to run the option like this.
Now a play fake it at Stafford. Pass complete there to Nakua. They'll wind up getting just a yard. And that brings up 3rd and a full 10 yards.
Timing is so important on a route like this because he's going to line up out right and then cut straight across the field. I think the ball might have come out a count or two too late because by the time he was able to secure it, not much of a chance to turn it upfield.
From the gun on 3rd down, Stafford. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. And the slot man goes in motion left. To throw is Stafford. He'll get this one to Kupp, complete. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. Second down and a little more than a yard here. Now Stafford. They'll set up the screen. This is Williams. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks.
Well, they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
And incomplete, a drop there in the middle 3rd of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down.
On any passes in the middle of the field, anyone who's going after the football is going to be conscious that it's probably going to be contested and often physically. Sometimes that leads to drops.
Now a 2nd and 10. Again, it's Stafford. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they did incompletions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the 1st down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
Here's Stafford. Trying to find Kupp, but it's intercepted. Jalen Petrie picks it off.
Certainly feels like the classic second guess, but let's be honest about it. They had a chance going to halftime with the lead. Why did they take a chance with a throw there? I don't understand that.
Well, that's what I'm wondering. And now this defense has to try to protect that lead going into the locker room. The Texans with the football here late in this first half. And now they start in plus territory following that turnover as they'll try to get some points here before halftime. They'll bring a tight end in motion left. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. A short one going to be taken in here by Schultz. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. Back to throw. Here's Stroud. And his throw here's incomplete. That is the first time that they've targeted him that he has not come down with a catch.
He's caught everything that's been thrown his way. A dominant pass receiver that can break down any defense, because when he's doing that kind of work, it really hurts you on the back end.
And even though it's an incompletion there, I think they're going back to that well. Play action. Stroud now. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete. That close on third down, I think everybody probably expecting a run. Instead, they go to the air on third and short yardage.
I realize this is a passing league, and they're liable to throw the ball on any down and distance. But that short, I do question the call. Run the football and pick it up.
They'll run with Mixon. And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. Denied on fourth down is Joe Mixon. And the Rams are going to take possession of the turnover on downs. And defensively, they were ready for that. A full-on blitz on fourth down, and they stop him short of the marker.
Oh, and someone's got to feel really good about that, and that's the defensive coordinator. He dialed up a great run blitz defense, and they hit it just right. Stack that thing up. They're going to feel awesome going to the bench after that big play.
Just over 30 seconds to go in the half. They've got it 1st and 10. Stafford. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Looked like both sides were anticipating a quick throw there, and the defense was ready to jump in and deny it, and they did.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Now Stafford. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
And they're not going to go quietly into this halftime break. They know they're in for a fight, so they're trying to make every possession count. They took the big shot there, but it winds up incomplete.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. The tight end in motion right. Now it's Stafford. That's into the hands of Parkinson, the tight end. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. A shotgun snap for Stafford. It's caught on the right side. Williams. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Throwing again is Stafford. He'll get this one complete to Atwell. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half. A good down to possibly take a shot, and in fact, they'll come up with an empty backfield on 2nd and inches. Stafford. And that's going to be incomplete.
And that's a wise decision. Remember, he threw the pick on the last drive. This time he says, I'm not forcing one. I'm just getting it out of here.
Now with 5 seconds left, not really enough time to run another play and then stop it. So on comes the field goal unit. And his kick is right there. It's good, and that extends their advantage to 6. It's 16-10. So he's been a busy man here in this first half. That's 3 field goals for him now.
And not just 3 field goals, but 3 for 3. So even though the offense has struggled a bit putting it in the end zone, they've still been able to come away with points due to his leg.
So barring a touchback, this likely the final act of the half as the kick is away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they'll have time for one play. There's 2 seconds on the clock. Final play of the half, Stroud. That is incomplete. So we have reached halftime in what's a 6-point game at the break. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
We were certainly treated to an entertaining first half. Both these teams with some high points and maybe a couple of low points as well. So it's going to be a question of who can be the most disciplined team going forward.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. The Texans down on the scoreboard, but they do get the first crack here as we are back underway in the second half. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Texans offense and C.J. Stroud getting ready for this next drive. And it's been a struggle for him all afternoon. This defense has really done a nice job of making him earn everything he gets, and it's prevented him from getting into any kind of rhythm here today. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
Play action. Here's Stroud. Short throw into the hands of Jordan. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
Every now and then I can speak from experience because I do know as a defender, it is awfully hard to stay with your man on these crossing routes because even if you don't get picked, there's a danger of being picked either by one of their receivers or maybe by your own defender. And on that play, that worked quite well.
Mixon with a first down carry. Powers through. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
From the 42-yard line, here's second and a yard. Stroud to throw it. That's into the hands of Woods. And he got blown up, losing yardage on the play back at the 44. They'll wind up losing a couple yards here on the play, and that'll leave them with a 3rd and 2. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here. A really nice effort that time. 12 yards on the keeper, picking up the first.
How about that there? No frills, no additives, right? Nothing crazy. Just find a way to pick up the first down. A nice run right there.
They'll bring one of the tight ends in motion left. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up, 2nd and 10. Here's Stroud. A short one going to be taken in here by Schultz. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Well, that was an okay hook up there with his tight end, but unfortunately, they didn't get the kind of yards they had hoped for. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive. Now Stroud. And he's unable to haul it in, so it falls incomplete over the middle third of the field, and that brings up 4th.
But plain and simple, that's the 2nd time today that he's dropped a pass.
And that one, I think, maybe even a little easier than the earlier one that he dropped. Surprising.
Was this game announced as a night game prior to, and maybe his rhythm is just off? He's got thrown off. He's got to wake up, enjoy the sunshine, and go play.
Fairbairn able to put this one through. And the lead is back down to 3 here at 16-13. So they were facing the deficit coming out of the locker room at intermission, and at least they're able to get the field goal to cut into that deficit.
Yeah, now your offense feels pretty good about itself, right? A little bit more up to speed coming out of the break. You turn to your defense now and say, hey, we got 3 there. We're chipping into the lead. Can you help us out? Hold them. Let's get the ball back for us.
Fairbairn now following the made field goal. He'll send this one away. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Stafford now to throw. Short throw, it's Higbee. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
It's vitally important to wrap him up immediately, because if you let that big guy get ahead of steam up, boy, then you've got real trouble trying to get him down.
But they're able to hold him to a short gain on first down. From the 32-yard line now, here's 2nd and 6. And right side, they're going to go option here. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. Only a yard there on the keeper, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd down.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one, because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
Here's Stafford. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And that's well executed there on third down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And he goes across midfield and down into Houston territory. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Williams going to get it again on second down. And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1. Here now, 3rd and a yard. They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. The defense stiffens to force 4th down following that first down gain of 8.
Just a simple run play there on 3rd and 1, but this D was up to the challenge and stopped them, bringing up 4th down.
Here comes the Rams punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. Now the Texans offense, they head back out to do battle here. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. Brown goes in motion left. And Stroud now to throw. This will be caught by Brown. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that'll bring up second down.
That's tough to play zone defense when they can just curl up right there in front of you.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, we talk about finding the soft spot. Defensively, how do you make sure they don't find the soft spot like they did there?
Tough to do, because what they normally will do is run routes that'll pull you out of that spot that they want to get into. That's what we call not taking the cheese, right? Don't go for the mousetrap. But it's hard to do because when you see a guy cutting that in that direction, you tend to go towards him.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 36 yards on the play.
They made that way too easy for them. No one is supposed to be that open against an NFL defense. Once he caught the ball, there wasn't anybody close enough to stop him. And he was able to continue downfield after making the catch.
So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 36. It's complete to Brown, right side. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and they'll be left with 2nd and a couple. From the gun to give to Mixon. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
Got to get to the 26 for a first. This is 3rd down. Throwing now is Stroud. Sliding out of the pocket. Oh, he breaks a tackle, and he's got an alley. A good decision in the end to pull it and run, gets him 9 yards and a first.
It was starting to become a game for him to forget with the interceptions, but that's a step in the right direction. Not only did he choose to run it instead, but he saw the field well and made a nice pickup to get a new set of downs.
In motion left goes a tight end. Stroud looking to throw. That's caught left side by the tight end, Jordan. Touchdown, Texans. Brevin Jordan, a 24-yard touchdown. And the Texans have retaken a third-quarter lead. So they get their tight end away from the line to the outside, and he works his way in for 6.
Tight ends are not just blockers anymore. I don't know how many more times we need examples, but here's a great one. Gets to the outside, they give him the ball pretty quickly, and they trust him to get those extra yards, and boy, did he come through, bowling his way into the end zone after the nice catch.
Fairbairn now to add the extra point. And that will make this a 4-point game. That time a 6-play drive. And the result, a Houston touchdown. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. Now the Rams offense getting the football back. Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. Stafford and the Rams come up 1st and 10 at their own 26. He'll hand this to Williams to start things out. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
Going to be taken in here by Nakua. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. They'll come up now 3rd and 3. To throw is Stafford. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first. Now Stafford. Pass complete there to Nakua. Now he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Ball right on the 50-yard line. Here's 2nd down and a yard. Option handoff to Williams. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
They stick to the ground game on first down. It's Williams. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's second down.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
And they'll come up 2nd and 7. They'll stay on the ground with Williams. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's third down.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. Option play, they'll run with Williams. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
Partner, when you're not able to run the ball successfully, it really messes everything up for an offense because no longer are you setting the tone and dictating the game. If you do want to throw the ball, play action's kind of gone out the window because they don't respect the run. And last but not least, you don't get to dictate it all when you want to throw the football, and that really hurts you as an offense.
And his kick is indeed good, and that'll bring him back within a point. It can be a thankless job sometimes to be a kicker, but they're thanking him right now. That's now 4 field goals. He's kept him in the game.
He sure has. That offense has got to find its rhythm because I'm not sure that just kicking field goals is going to allow them to win this game.
The Rams kickoff team on the field, and here we go with the ball in the air. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, why
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Back to throw. Here's Stroud. Short throw into the hands of Jordan. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
Here's 3rd and 9. Stroud. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
On is the punter Townsend as he gets this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And they will take over 1st and 10. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you've met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Back now in Houston, and we've got a dandy here. A 1-point game as we begin the fourth. From the 31, here comes 2nd and a yard. Motion left, Kupp. Throwing is Stafford. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down.
He has just not had his focus in this game. It's not 1 drop. It's not 2. That's 3 for this contest.
Yeah, uncharacteristic for any NFL receiver, and he's no exception. They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. They'll fake it. Now Stafford. Stafford for the 3rd time is intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line. This defense, Charles, coming up with another interception. They have really done an excellent job of locking up these receivers.
Yeah, they're really on fire. They are actually doing what they talk about all the time, which is plastering to receivers when they're in their zones. They didn't give up a touchdown in the first half. Haven't done so here in this half either. Blanketed the field going all the way back to the opening drive, and they come up with a pick right there.
Out comes a Houston offense as they get set to take over here. Another important fourth-quarter series coming up. That last INT helping to maintain their slim advantage. Stroud out of the gun here. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
Timing's crucial in any route thrown, but when you throw an out, so many things are going through the mind of the receiver. Catching the ball, timing it up with the quarterback. Are my feet going to get down in bounds? On that play, all those things going through his head might have caused him to drop it.
In motion comes the tight end left. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Stroud. They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12. Now that screen there on 2nd down certainly didn't develop how they had hoped. Is that one they should have even tried, or is that one the quarterback sticks in his pocket?
I think the latter. I like what you said there, because trying it is one thing. We can second guess just about every call. But in this case, when you realize it is broken down, just throw it at the feet of your intended receiver so that no one can pick it off, right? You don't have the ball tipped up in the air, and you come back and try and pick up the 1st down on 3rd down. That way you don't lose any yardage.
He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
An option handoff here to Mixon. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Well, with the fumble he had earlier, we know how key keeping the football is here. That fumble earlier probably at the forefront of his mind. Just hold on to this thing.
It's also at the forefront of the mind of the guys who are trying to get the ball from him. And since they've seen him drop it on the ground before, they're doing everything possible to have him do it again. They need that turnover.
Throwing on 2nd down. Stroud. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
Looking to throw. Stroud. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. He tried to get away, but to no avail, and an absolute killer there. A 12-yard loss on 1st and goal.
Well, there's still time to rectify this situation because the silver lining, they took a sack on 1st and goal. But that close to the goal line, that still definitely hurts.
If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. Another try after the 1st down sack. Stroud. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down. It's rare that a receiver of his caliber would drop one pass, but that's now 2 times he's had his mitts on one and lost it.
Yeah, and I don't think that they're going to lose confidence in him, though, because of the track record. Such a good player, maybe having a bad game, but I think they'll still go to him in a critical spot.
3rd and goal, Stroud. Throw right side, taken in by Collins. 10 yards gets him closer, but now it's 4th and goal. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
The kick by Fairbairn is good, and that'll move their lead up to 4 now. So they get to 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. Fairbairn now following the made field goal. He'll send this one away. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The offense for Los Angeles returns to the field. And that last turnover could have proven more costly, but their defense only gave up 3. But now answering with a field goal doesn't do them much on this drive. They need to try and find the end zone. Stafford and the Rams come up 1st and 10 at their own 26. He'll look to Williams to begin things. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Brandon, you're a big lover of music. How about what you just saw there? This is what I call playing the piano for a defensive lineman. The ability to move laterally up and down the line of scrimmage. How about the way he just flowed and got to the outside part of the field and made that play?
They'll motion the tight end across the formation. Now a man who's been busy this afternoon, it's Williams. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 59 yards rushing for him now on 17 carries.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Again, it's Williams. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL, and he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
They'll try the air now with Stafford. Short throw, it's Higbee. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Stafford to Higbee there. Rams 1st down.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
On the move past the 40. And finally taken down at the 35-yard line. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
Up the middle, it's Williams. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, second down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
From the 34-yard line, here's a 2nd and 8. Now carry number 20 of the game. Here's Williams. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. Out of the gun, Stafford. A throw left sideline falls incomplete.
And when you've thrown as many interceptions as he has in this one, you definitely start getting a little hesitant to throw the ball out wide because that's prime pick-6 territory. That time, he made sure the only guy who was going to catch it was sitting in the 3rd row.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Here we go with Williams. Oh, no, he lost the football. And the Texans scoop it. And they will take over at the 29-yard line.
I don't know about you, but I'm going to go to the positive side this time. Yeah, there was a fumble at the end of this one, but what a sustained drive. And if they keep stringing those together, you got to like their chances.
And credit the defense, though. You're out there for that long, you start to get tired, but they were able to get the turnover.
Did you just credit the defense?
I like to credit the defense and the offense.
I like you.
And the analysts.
That's perfect.
And they'll send the slot in motion left. Following the fumble recovery, Stroud. His throw incomplete.
I think he could have scanned downfield forever, but there wasn't anything available. Ends up throwing an incompletion, and I think he'll take that.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. And the slot man goes in motion left. To throw again on 2nd down. Stroud got him in. It's Brown. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Right there, he rose to the occasion late in a close game.
It's something he thought about, dreamed about, and worked on throughout his career. Because in these types of situations, he wasn't going to allow extra coverage to keep him from getting the football.
They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. Oh, he shifts past him. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A pickup of 11 and a Texans first down. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
A shotgun snap to Stroud. This goes out wide for Mixon. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 10 more there and another first down. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
Stroud sets up the play action. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. And he's taken down inside the 30. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on first and second downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
They'll bring a tight end in motion right. Another target for Stephon Diggs, and he brings it in. Call it a gain of 3 on the play, and it'll be second down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Inside handoff to Mixon. And he's able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on first down. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Escapes the defender, and he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first.
For as many sacks as this defense has, you can understand their willingness to try and get upfield and get another. So what a really smart play call here to use their aggression against them, go with the screen, and they're able to get the first down.
Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. Good gain there on first down. It keeps him in a running situation, probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line. Now, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
So they need 2 yards here on third down. Remember, they're already 2 of 2 on third down conversions on this drive. Here's Stroud. And he is going to go down back at the 11-yard line. It'll be a loss of 8 on the sack, and it's going to lead him to fourth down. A CD, a little bit of feast or famine for him. He's had some success throwing the football, but also now he's been sacked 4 times.
Yeah, you just mentioned the 4 sacks, but you're right. He has managed to hang in there and make plays at times. His offensive line, they've got to figure it out and pick things up and give him more opportunities, and he has to help them by getting rid of the ball a little bit quicker as well.
So a big one coming here for Kaimi Fairbairn. This will get the lead up to 7. The kick by Fairbairn is good, and that'll make this a 7-point game. But from a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a 1-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
Fairbairn now following the made field goal. He'll send this one away. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. L.A. readies for its next possession. And this group has suffered far too many self-inflicted wounds thus far as we run through some of the mistakes. It's darn near impossible to win in this league when you're turning the ball over at the frequency that they have. This is 1st and 10. Stafford now to throw.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
Here comes 2nd down. Now it's Stafford. Throw left side, complete to Cup. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. Stafford now to throw. Short throw, it's Higbee. Gosh, given the time in the short game, would he have been better off just dropping that?
Yeah, when you look at the clock, you think so, but it's hard to get a receiver to drop a football. They're trained to catch everything.
Second and 6 coming up. Now it's Stafford. Now that'll be caught by Cup. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as he'll get it with still 1:20 left to go in the game. And Cup going to pick up a Rams first down as he'll be taken down at the 46. Now Stafford. He'll get that complete to Parkinson. They're making steady progress, but I see your face. You're worried about that clock.
I'm worried about the clock, and at some point, you have to have a splash play in there as well.
Now 2nd and 4. Stafford. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. Picked up by Christian Harris. And the Texans have just about sewn up this football game. Well, you can see what they were trying to do. Just send those guys out there to make a play, but that is a costly interception.
Yeah, that's kind of like the backyard. Everybody go deep, and let's see if we can find someone. 4 verticals in the route. Any other time of the game, I love the call. But here, you're not going to hold safeties. You're not going to hold corners with any looks because they know what the situation is, ends up throwing the interception.
And now out comes Houston. And checking the timeouts, they do have 2 defensively, but no real need to use them as they're not going to be able to stop the clock after that. We've got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on first down. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as the clock will stop with 45 seconds left to go in the game. Second and long, but you got to figure this almost certainly another run. He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. The Rams going to be forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Down to a knee here as the Texans look to let the clock roll.
Listen, anytime you take a knee to end a game, that means you've won it. So it doesn't matter whether it's home or on the road. but there's something a little extra special about doing it in front of your home crowd, isn't there?
And the home crowd applauding. They're happy with what they've seen. Chalk this one up in the left-hand column for a win.
Yeah, that's right. Head to the locker room, throw the wristbands in the crowd for the kids, your gloves, your towels. Get to share it with the home team.
A fun, close ball game comes to an end. On that last play, Charles, they were on the wrong side of midfield. They needed something near a miracle, and they couldn't get it done.
Yeah, the effort, that was good. Very good, in fact. They were just a little too far out to get a decent look at the end zone for that last opportunity. Couldn't get it done, but a nice game overall.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. It's a win for the Texans as we say so long from Houston.